Interval International, a prominent worldwide provider of vacation services, and its participating member resorts recently made a $50,000 donation to the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association Education Foundation. Neil Colton, Interval's Director of Resort Sales and Service for the Caribbean and Florida, presented the check to foundation executives during the opening ceremony of Caribbean Travel Marketplace. Interval and its resort partners have been among our most consistent contributors through the years, and we're very grateful for their commitment to the foundation, said Richard S. Can, chairman of CHTAEF. The motivation to launch a fundraising effort for this worthwhile cause originated from the desire to help young people further their education and advance their careers. Nearly 50 resorts across 14 countries made donations to this year's fundraising efforts. $100,000 was handed over to Nemo at a ceremony yesterday by the National Lotteries Authority. In relation to the Rise Up concert, Prime Minister Gonsalves said the proceeds will provide resources to the refurbishment of the maternity wing at the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital. Gonsalves said it is a very worthy cause as the maternity ward was severely damaged by the trough system on Christmas Eve. The Prime Minister cautioned that we must allow persons with real need who are suffering to be assisted by the relief efforts. He said this government will ensure that everything will be distributed without any biases or discrimination. While the forest is important in retaining as much of the water in the upper watershed in incidents of heavy rains, we have to make sure the rivers or river banks downstream are open and can facilitate the flow of the water, so says Forestry Officer for the Caribbean Clause Martin Echolman, speaking on the issue of deforestation at a media conference on Monday. Echolman said if these rivers are getting blocked with logs, debris, etc., we will end up with flooding, which will only aggravate the situation, as we have seen. 3 of the disaster shelters benefited last weekend from much-needed donations of electrical appliances and recreational material for children through deliveries made by DRP's leader, Anicia Batiste. On Sunday, January 2nd, 2014, just one day before the reopening of schools here, Batiste delivered 3 irons, 3 ironing boards, and clothing hangers on behalf of an anonymous donor to shelters in Willand Hill, Spring Village, and Fitzhughes. The DRP leader also delivered snacks of biscuits and box juices for children at the Fitzhughes shelter, which were provided by premier distributors and Facey commodity businesses. The DRP leader also provided from her party. That's the local news. Coming up, the regional news and more.